Oh, okay. Um. Ah, okay. 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 Just. Ah. Not sure this headphone hair will really fix anything, but. Okay. Yeah, I've been I don't know, like I think I don't get as much done on stream, so I was kind of just working on this off stream. I think this tree is basically done. Now, this back tree here. I have to do the bushes on underneath it. Um. Okay, we're gonna do the bushes now. We're gonna be done with this. Okay. Mm. I'm gonna make it very broad shade or lights. Because light's coming in from here. So that means this is kind of off and Hey, Cannoli. How you doing? I am. I can't. Oh, I can't hear him, but I'm busy today. Oh, is it not? Should be working. So it's no problem. I actually wasn't gonna stream today, but I decided to. I really want to finish this background, just be done with it. So while I'm streaming, I typically don't get as much work done. Once I'm done with the background, I can work on other things, like the comic and stuff. Thanks for coming anyway. Oh. Let's see. So we got shading, average light, highlight. It's also halftone. So now we're gonna get into the halftones, maybe. I guess, yeah. Let's be saturated like this. I need some darker shadow. This is AO, but AO is like this. With ambient occlusion. I'm gonna put. I typically put all like a full value range. Like yeah, around with the stuff I want to pull out. So I don't want to pull this out. I'll just keep that in the background. So we'll just have like the darker areas right here. Like if I'm in a rush. So it'll kind of push out what I want as opposed to like just everything being like formulaically rendered. So. And this stuff should be like pushed back even more because they can't. That and that can't be evenly illuminated. Same with this. It's just not facing the camera same way. It might not in real life. It might not be noticeable, like the difference between this and this. This is like a few inches away, but you know, in art, you want to make it exaggerated, so like you'll sell the illusion better. Okay. reflection. Oh my god. Curfew. It's a really softer look. It depends on what you want from it. Do you want a very papery look? Or do you want a very like a fuller look? Because a papery look will have like more of these thinner, softer things, and you can't really see anything from that. No, that's one. It should be one. Yeah. What's what's the what's the word? All right. 1 second. Let me check something. There we go. Okay. So it is. Okay, so it's like this. Hmm. It's not stylized though. That's good enough. It's too realistic looking. uh, because this is the problem. I don't usually draw in this style. I draw like realism, so or realistic styles. So fit? Cause like, I have to get rid of some of the detail. I think it's the problem. I think it should just be more brush strokey. Like, yeah, the shape should be like more like this. Instead of like something like this. As opposed to very line workish. Should be more bubbly and stuff. There we go. That's a little better. I'm too used to painting stuff line work wise. Bigger shapes, softer stuff, less small lines. The main thing I think is usually do as like little as possible, like combine as much stuff as possible. Instead of having a bunch of little shapes, like stylization, I think. Especially. Alright, ow! Oh my god. Hey, Dark Sun, how you doing? Ugh. Oh, it's not even. There we go. I've been painting this tree. Ugh. Oh. Can you hear it? Actually, can is my volume working? Yeah, no, okay, yeah, it does. Good. Oh, 1 second. Live chat. Okay. I started really late. Still gotta end at like 5, so. I got the tree done, basically, and then I'm just gonna get these leaves done, these bushes done, and then I think just have to do the background, like the background trees, and then these guys, and it's over. What is your PFP about, Dark Sun? Oh my god. Oh, let's see this. So I have to look at this as more like a. better. Very soft, still very, very soft. Making like really harsh like differences between light and dark or color temperature. It's a little dark. That's too light, but the value is very important. I'm getting it wrong. It's a little better. Oh. Uh, Let me think. Let me think here. Trying to look at these, like, I'm trying to find an image of a good stylized little maple leaf, like in the style I want. I can't find one. Hey, PQT Vivo, how you doing? I'm trying to draw a stylized leaf. I think this is fine, I guess. Hey, Last Gogeta, how you doing? It's no problem. I started very late, so. Did Blue Point get discussed? No. Um. Yeah, Blue Point shutting down. It just feels like, well, what was it like? Marvel Rivals got like layoffs too, and it's like, they made a successful thing. So it's like, these guys do good work, and then they get fired anyway, or get shut down anyway. Because this was like after Sony bought them, and apparently they were working on a God of War live service, and then I guess Sony dissolved them and stopped the live service. I think that's what I heard happened. It's just kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. I think with Rivals it was a secondary studio, but it's still telling 2XKO, Blue Point, and others are struggling. Yeah, it's just weird. I mean, sometimes I assume it's like, okay, the game is out, and then they don't need that many people, but it just doesn't make sense. Like, why would you just lose good developers? It's weird. Like, were these people brought on like just in the beginning, and they knew they were gonna leave? Like, I genuinely think Bungie are ride or die on Marathon. I mean, Sony will probably dissolve them if Marathon doesn't do any good. I don't know how their deal works. I don't know how much control Sony has over Bungie, but BioWare seem to be immortal. That's true. That's true. When was the last time they made like a really good game? Let me see. BioWare games developed. Got so many. Wait, did they make Baldur's Gate? They didn't. Okay, so Veilguard was, I don't know how well that sold. Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Don't know how well that sold. Anthem didn't do that well. Andromeda didn't do great, I don't think. I don't know how much it sold though. Shadow Realms, I don't know what that. Oh, it's canceled. Dragon Age Inquisition, 2014. Yeah, have a curse of killing studios. Of Bioware dodged so many bullets. Yeah. I just want to say hi to you. Thank you. The Leaf, thank you. We're still working on the Leaf. Thanks, PK TV, for coming and talking. Um, it looks like EA has like subsumed other studios under BioWare, actually. They made like they can't they stopped Mythic Studios and made BioWare Mythic. So maybe BioWare has just become like a Frankenstein of studios, of support studios or something. trying to find a list, but according to Wikipedia, EA acquired 39 studios over the years, and the majority are defunct. Jesus. I mean, I'm hoping this is like the end of it, like 2025, and everyone's now like actually trying to make something, and the layoffs are ending, but it's really not. They just keep happening over and over. I mean, it's really gonna rely on this year, I guess. But like in terms of Bungie, I think um I don't know how to say it. In terms of Bungie, I think like they'll Destiny's does pretty well, I think. That's their cash cow. And despite, how much I hate looter stuff and microtransactions, people did buy stuff from it. People seem to be addicted to Destiny in a all unhealthy way. It's free. I played like once a long time ago. I but yeah, it wasn't like, oh wait, no. Did I play Destiny ever? No, I did play Destiny a long time ago. It wasn't much. It wasn't like enough for me to like say anything about it. But like I don't like microtransactions. I don't like the idea of the looter shooter and like all that. I don't like it. Even though apparently I didn't realize it was like that innovative. Apparently it was super innovative. Hey Papa Jam, how are you? How you doing? We're talking about Destiny and how all these video game studios are still getting shut down, like Bluepoint. Have you ever played Destiny? I never did. Or not really. I am doing pretty good. Also, I've only played like League of Legends very little. Something in general that bothers me about those games is just they take so long. Destiny, the Bungie game, Bungie's Destiny. Uh, oh, not League. Oh, okay. Was it innovative? The whole time I saw Destiny being marketed, I thought, why not Monster Hunter? Monster Hunter World came out years later as if answer me. Oh, Lord, not Destiny. I escaped that abusive relationship. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's exactly like League, actually. Destiny and Monster Hunter are different, but tickle similar itches. Yeah, I think, like, I didn't realize that at the time, but apparently now it's like it started like the looter shooter genre as like I guess the shooter version. Um, and that idea extends to BRs, battle royales, and extraction shooters. So it was kind of like they were innovating again. They made Halo that was innovative, and they made Destiny that was innovative again. And that's kind of like it's weird why they're making Marathon, which is like just a campaign FPS game, and now they're just kind of following the trend of extraction shooters. So people have been saying like that's a little worrying, but I mean Marathon looks good now, so but yeah, the Monster Hunter it is similar to Monster Hunter. I would think that Borderlands did it earlier than Destiny. But I see what you mean. Yeah. For me, I wanted to grind alone or the party. Monster would be my pick, but it was relatively niche in the West until World. Right. And now it's just exploded. I think. And oh yeah, that was Anthem was supposed to be a looter shooter as well. And that didn't go well. I think we can actually get something here done now. Still not. It's not shiny enough. No sound. What? What happened? I'm not speaking. I think I'm just not speaking. Okay, sorry. Uh, that's right. I thought I said something like, uh, "I have a recommendation for Steam View." Oh, no, I haven't checked out anything for Steam Next Fix. Honestly, I don't like go on Steam a lot, like to look for games randomly nowadays. It's a little, it's not great to do, but because like Steam has its own social media thing, you know. I should really get on that. Figure Knockout, that looks good. Yeah, it's a fighting game. Okay. I saw the Steam stuff and then saw Ark Survival Ascended was on sale, and I had to save myself from buying that mess. Oh, Ark like the that. Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. I didn't realize that was still going. I remember Ark from a long time ago. By the developers of Decline Drops? Figure Knockout? Are you into those survival games, Puppet Jam? Or are you just like Ark in particular? I know Steam and others won't allow it, but I wish I could block studios or publishers. Oh wow. That's right, they don't let you do that. I see Scott Pilgrim EX. It's under fighting game. I mean, sure. Sure, I guess. I don't know what these are about. Somewhat I like them, okay. I usually don't like those games. Honestly, I think I'm pretty like I like fast-paced games. I don't like like those like Minecrafty building stuff. I like I guess fast-paced. I just like directed games. Check out Dash and Drops if you like Smash Bros. Okay. Dash and Drops. This is the Decline Drops thing. That was a demo. The demo here. I'll get the demo. Come on. It's nothing to do with no nonsense here. Let us download. Yeah, might as well download it. 1 gigabyte. You'd love to see it. You love to see a game that isn't 100 gigabytes minimum. Oh, I probably shouldn't download that right now. Oh my god, my computer. Oh my god. Ah. Okay, it's almost done. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Steam genre tags are awful, and Steam are really bad at arranging them together. Or alternatively, want John Spider on YouTube play it. I'm still on holiday, so nowhere near my computer. Okay. Um, I got that what was it called? Dash and Drops. So the demo. So I'll see what that's about. What are you guys' favorite genres of game? What games do you usually what genres do you usually end up playing? And don't say action adventure. That's a cop out. No one knows what that means. You usually play MMOs. Oh, which MMOs do you play? I haven't played an MMO in years. I wonder which one. Might have been Guild Wars, honestly. Like really, honestly, might have been the last one was Guild Wars 1. I played, and then nothing else. Action adventure. I see. Platformers, TPS, fighting games, visual novels, strategy games, 3D action games, and I've been getting more into beat 'em ups and shmups. Man, I wish I was a gamer. I play like just play the old games I used to play. I usually play platformers. I still love platformers. I still play fighting games. I think third-person shooters a little better than first-person shooters. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think maybe because like the character is more important. Like I don't know. I just it's like I like Resident Evil 4, and the Pragmata demo was pretty good, better than like I guess like something like original Overwatch, non-stadium Overwatch. You been playing Star Trek Online? No. I don't know that was a thing. I haven't looked into the MMO space in a long time, but frankly, this live service sort of like push is basically the MMO push of like the 90s and 2000s, where like everyone was trying to make an MMO, but MMOs aren't like something you aren't really something you play like 10 of. Just like live service aren't something you play like 10 or 20 of. Um, I was just get my get backlog is coming harder and harder. Yeah, that is something I usually don't. I usually don't even get any new games. Third-person shooters lend themselves to making characters have more mechanics and allowing them to express themselves. Right. Um, Character action games are also pretty fun, but I really only played like DMC and Bayonetta over the character action games. I'm thinking of like what kind of what Zelda would be other than action adventure. I guess it would be adventure. But I haven't played that in a while. Played a game like that in a while. Star Trek Online is fun though, very dated. I actually didn't know Star Trek Online was a thing. Metroid Prime is first-person adventure. Zelda's third-person adventure. Yeah, I guess basically. I wouldn't even. I wouldn't really. I really wouldn't call Metroid Prime a first-person shooter. Oh, I'm sorry. If Metroid Prime is first, Zelda's a third-person adventure. I don't know if when I'm muted. Um, yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I said I wouldn't call Metroid Prime a first-person shooter. Played my share of MMOs, but cut off RuneScape almost 20 years ago. Oh, you know what? It's because adventure games used to be like point and click adventure games. They were specifically adventure games were specifically without like overt action. That's why they changed. Probably why they added action adventure to it. RuneScape, I did play that. That was like everyone's first one in recent memory. Or I guess everyone's first one. I haven't looked at. I'm gonna look at Star Trek Online. 1 second. 2010. Oh my god. Still going. That's got legs. It's 15 years. What? Sorry. What is one genre or specific subgenre that you swear by? For me, it has to be platform fighters. I would say platform fighters, but I simply don't play all of them. Which game were you checking? Star Trek Online. I never heard of it. I never heard of it. So, and it came out in 2010. Still going. Star Trek Online is very story based. MMO. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, it's good that it's going. You know, I don't remember when all those MMOs were dying. Oh yeah, platform. What specific subgenre? Does mascot platformer count? I don't know if that counts as like a subgenre. Like Mario, Crash, Sonic. Because the game mechanics aren't really that similar. Like Sonic's pretty different at this point from Mario. Crash is very different from Mario. Everything's action adventure in a very loose way. Yeah, genre names are unwieldy in games. That's in English. Yep. I would say Zelda's an action RPG. I would say that'd be closer to what it is. But like a very simple one, you know, like it doesn't have all the number trappings, the math of an RPG. It's just a very simple one. Um, what is a subgenre that I would actually? Hmm. Let me see. uh, on the note of mascot platformers, what would you consider the definition of requirement to count? Is the mascot needed? Well, yeah, that's. I think it's kind of just. I think it was like a. What was a retronym? I don't know. It was. It's like a name that came after they were gone. I think. But yeah, it's kind of defined by the mascot. It's kind of defined by like the cartoony, like a cartoony mascot. It's when like Mario 64 came out, and then everyone was doing 3D platformers. Blinks, Vex, Bubsy, Crash, even Ratchet and Clank. Even though that'd be more like an action platformer. But like again, like it's not defined by the gameplay like a RPG might. It's defined by having a cartoony mascot, platforming in some way. Jak and Daxter. Even though Jak and Daxter, yeah, Jak and Daxter. See, because I never really played Jak and Daxter, but I think it was a platformer, at least. Um, Jak as well, yeah. Jak and Daxter's goaded. I gotta go find an old one at like a store that sells PS2 games. I still have a PS2 here. But would Nathan Drake count if stylized a bit more? Probably. Honestly, like he's a little weirdly realistic for a but I think like it's more defined um by the character and style. Jak is more of a platformer than Ratchet, yeah. Rules exist to be broken, but the mascot bit seems messy and reminds me of the stylish action discussion. Right. I think just hey, let me look up mascot platformer if I'm still thinking of the same thing. Platform mascots are iconic. They're defining genre with popularity in the 80s and 90s, right? Yeah, whatever. Rayman, that's another one. Oh, here it is. Your definition of mascot platformer retro gaming or retro gaming. Oh my god. This is a list of them. Gex, Spyro, Klonoa, even. I've got Jak 1X and really like Daxter PSP. If I get a, can I mean, they don't sell PSPs anymore, right? I don't know if I can get one unless it's secondhand. The one game series I wish I was better at was fighting games. Oh, a subgenre I swear by. I think I don't know. I think the anime fighter. God, I don't know. I'm so like, anime fighters are so extreme. I don't know if that's like a thing. I really swear by. Same. We can still, yeah, we can still try. I own so many that I suck at so much. These days, I also own a bunch of them that I'm really bad at. I don't practice them. Let me see. We all know everyone's mean when someone says mascot platform, but the distinction is subjective enough. Opinion. See, I think it's a side scrolls with cartoony characters from the early '90s. Specific games to try to emulate the success of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, I did Mario. Bubsy, all the Galaxy, all these things I don't know. Hermie, Hopperhead. Um, this guy's defining it by Sonic, and they're 2D. It wasn't really a genre; it was a trend. I would say it's a genre. I'm looking at this thing here. Um, Find another way to play Daxter with PSP. Yeah, the other way we don't talk about. Under Night, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, name a few. Oh, Under Night, actually, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter are like the classics, or Tekken in general. Street Fighter 6 seems like easy to get into, or maybe Tekken 8 is easiest to get into because it's so like apparently it's really mash heavy. It's like super aggressive. So maybe you can get into that, learn that pretty quickly until they change it. You're not thinking about it the right way, but Anime Fighter, that's just Tag Fighter, Marvel. I guess I'm thinking more like Air Dash fighters. I don't know, like Guilty Gear, Under Night. I don't know if Under Night has Air Dash though. If you look at mascot platformer literally, you'd be wise to look before 3D and Sonic cannot be ignored, right? Sonic, I think, was like the gateway for everyone. Hey, like it can be done. You can compete with Mario, sort of thing. I will play the new Mortal Kombat, but I have self-respect. Oh my god, yeah, Tekken the slot machine. Yeah, rolling that dice. Marvel is Air Dasher times Tag Fighter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess anime game. It is anime, I guess. Not like I'm gonna split hairs over. Over that. What games do I have? Yeah, Guilty Gears. I mean, I guess boomer shooters. That's another subgenre. Though I don't play them that much, but I do think they're really good. Kill girls, See, I don't get any work done. God damn it, my fault. Guilty Gear does look good. I just don't want to pay for the DLC. I think you can get if you get Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, you get all the DLC in that game. That's the old game. Maybe when Guilty Gear 2.0 comes out, they'll like release it with all the DLC. Anime is one of the worst genre terms, but I lost the war on hoping people use language well. Speaking of which, Boomer Shooter is an odd one, but it's cool. Buy an old GG game. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, sure. All right, I understand. You have to go through like Discord to get the matches and stuff. I have one of the older ones, can't remember which. Um, Grand Blue, grounded fighting game, anime. Yeah, Tales of games, non-licensed action RPGs, anime. That's true. Guilty Gear is up there with the best of them for alternative ways to play without online. Isn't Guilty is up there. Yeah, I mean Guilty Gear I think is the biggest one because just it has like tournament scenes and there's there's a lot more support for it. And you can actually like find matches. You just can't go through the online mode. You have to go to like lobbies or something. In XR, you have to do something special. But yeah, Guilty Gear in terms of like non-online play, yeah, you have in Rev 2 you had like drills, you had combo trials. The single player in XR was a movie, so I mean, yeah, it wasn't bad. So it does have more actual content like a fighting game should. What do you think about the minority of people actually playing online though? Not to say that your random commentator here hates online like me, but still. Actually playing. Uh, I think I'm always gonna be on the side of people who are dedicated. If you play a game that like past the prime, no one else is playing, and like the only people who are staying there are people who really love it, I'm always for that. Even if the online is terrible and whatever, I'm not part of that group of people, so I'm always I always appreciate the dedication personally. Online though, I mean, yeah, delay based and online in general is I don't like it, but I just won't be play online basically. Delay based netcode is a hell. Online has problems even with rollback. So one fighting game that is good is BlazBlue. It was Arc System's game for like 10 years. Metrics like achievements point towards people who play online, not just tournaments being a minority. Yeah, online can be a mixed bag in fighting games. They are. I mean, Smash. Like, I'm straight up. Like, you're talking to a Smash player. Like that online is garbage, and it remains garbage. Absolutely terrible. Like, I straight up stopped playing on like Smash. Like, I refuse. Like, I'll do anything besides play online Smash. I'll stare at a blank screen instead of playing online Smash. Smash Online, oh, definitely. Oh my god. But I think yeah, I don't know if we talked about it here. I just think like the way people play fighting games, like they play them kind of like single player games where like it's new, they play it a lot, and then they stop, and it kind of sits on your shelf unless you have like brothers or sisters or like you have friends come over. That's kind of how people play fighting games, I believe. Mostly. So it's not like a game you play over and over. So I don't believe in this like free to play live service thing. I just don't think people are logging on every single day. Most people are logging on every single day to play a fighting game for a bit. I don't think that's a thing. It's also how people play a lot of ARPGs. Yeah, I think it's a lot of people play it like I say honestly a lot of games. Well, I guess like single player games you come back to, right? Like if you really enjoyed it. But I don't think it's like a Fortnite, which is like a thing you play every day and like it gets a lot of support and stuff. I think probably because like all these games they have a lot more time investment. You know, for like a BR has a big time investment. Um, Counter Strike has a big time investment. What else? What else is popular? MOBAs have a big time investment. Whereas like fighting games, you can like get done with 10 matches in like 30 minutes. So it's just kind of it's too fast for that sort of thing. It depends on the single player game. I'm gonna be honest with how fucking sluggish a lot of RPGs can be in the start. I never rush to replay them, even if they're fun. Yeah, like I love Ocarina of Time, but it does have a 7 minute cutscene at the beginning. I still play it though. Really love it. Like you really have to love that. The closest fighting game came to being a lifestyle for me was Smash Run. Yeah, Blaze Blue CS2 Abyss mode. Oh, I'm gonna look that up. Give me a video. So it's like an RPG a little bit. You should check out Dragon Dogma speedrun mode. Oh, in realistic speedrun in less than an hour. See, I had like sort of this idea for the platform fighter for single player mode. It'd be like an overworld RPG, and the random battles would be like actual fights, like regular platform fighter fights. It was one of the ideas for single player mode. Unfortunately, some arcade genres are still designed for time efficiency, like beat 'em ups and shmups. That's right. I still say fighting games are still defined for like time, quick time. Abyss mode ends up introducing boss versions of characters like Bloody Palace, but you get stronger if you like or can skip floors. RPG aspects, I think, yeah, I think that's really good to add in platform fighters. I don't like how like awkward it is in Smash. They're really into like making trade offs. You get stronger but slower, that sort of thing. Um, it just wasn't used that well in World of Light, which was kind of similar to like an RPG with just the random battles. Oh, oh. Fighting games are efficient if you specifically mean one match or arcade mode run, but it is luck whether you get a good match or even have a good arcade mode. Right, I think I mean like the loop. The game loop is really fast, so I think it kind of people bounce off because it becomes repetitive. If you don't put in some work to practice and learn stuff, just running it, jumping into a fight in fighting games can be repetitive because you're just every 3 minutes you're kind of just starting over and you kind of have to learn this new guy and you don't know the combos, you don't know this stuff. The loop is too fast, I think. Whereas um, like other games, they have a really long loop. There's a lot to do, a lot of different phases, all that. A lot of different things like can happen. They're very simple. Some arcade players think that a runtime of over an hour can be too long. Can you finish like a arcade shmup? Like if in the arcade modes, I think it's just like it doesn't it go infinitely? I guess like beat 'em ups do end. What you're saying is quite similar to arcade games or older games from the NES. Yeah, I don't think those would work in like a live service aspect either. Live service, you gotta like drain people's time. Have like a really smooth game that moves really slow, and then depends on the game. They often have second loops, bonus challenges, just for no lost credits. Yeah, I guess that is true. Like, arcade games did require you to. What was like about making people play the game over and over again. Honestly. Oh, we're talking about okay, shmups. Yeah, yeah, bonus shells. I think like I'm thinking like arcade games were about addicting you to a very uh quick loop. So you put in more quarters. I don't know. Maybe that could be like the new shitty monetization practice. Every time you want to play, you can play a game, but every time you want to do it, you have to pay I don't know $10 or something for like a day of play, like a subscription service. Didn't John Riccatello say something like paying for your bullets in Battlefield? Yeah, okay, yeah, I do hear. I don't remember that. He probably would do it. I know one arcade fan who does low key want that kind of monetization, but I really hope he's changed his mind. Oh my god, who's the arcade fan? Oh, I don't even know if people go for it. Maybe like subscription. Is it like a subscription service already? Isn't like no, it's not like pay to play. It's like you pay and you get free games like Xbox Game Pass. Not free games, but you get like a lot of games. I don't know about I guess the only subscription services like pay per play is were those like Google Stadia stuff, I guess. Like cloud gaming. He specifically wanted it as it would lead to arcade studios designers getting more resources to make more games, but still an absurd suggestion. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean that's always like the that. I mean That was the thing for monetization. That was the thing for DLC actually. Studios games to get more resources to make more games, but no, nah, I'm not doing that again. It was like DLC made that excuse, and then we're here at microtransactions. It's never that. It's never the devs get more resources. It's just they're going to make worse stuff for less money and charge you more. That's always what it's gonna be. It's like when like a new technology comes up, you think it's gonna make your life better, but it's really just gonna make you work like be more productive for the same amount of pay and work more. So it's just gonna go to the top. That's basically how all technology has been ever since the beginning. In context, it makes more sense, but he can't be my goat all the time. Yeah. He's one of the channels I recommended a few times, I see. Worse stuff for less money and more fire staff. I pray for you if you want to get a professional job in Syria soon. I mean, I'm trying to get a job in like programming, like in a programming web development thing. I can make my own games. Any hopes for the next era of Xbox? My God. Hmm. I mean, I hope Halo makes a comeback somehow. I really don't know what they're doing. Next era of Xbox. I mean, they have all the devs. They bought all the devs. So they really can make good games. I mean, Doom the Dark Ages I thought wasn't great, but it's a good game. Like, it's not like it's a quality AAA game. I just don't like parry slop, so I mean, all they have to do is just make good games. Literally, that's it. Like that's all Nintendo does. Their consoles are ass all the time. They have terrible business practices. They shut down like there's some of the few companies that actually go out and shut down fan projects. They overcharge everything, and their games are just so good no one cares. I don't know, like people like kind of. I think a lot of the industry like looks at Nintendo as like its own thing, as something you can't touch. But like there's a special case or something. But I don't know. Xbox Nightmare House is one of their stronger recent videos. Just making good games. So make it seem like the lost start. I know. See the Xbox Nightmare House. Okay, I gotta go. Just realized 5:15. I see everyone tomorrow. Um, thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. Oh my god. I'm gonna. I really have to finish this up. Yeah, I'll see you guys. See you guys tomorrow. Working on rec. Probably might work on something else. Yeah, but possibly next week. Yeah, the good. I hope you have a good holiday. That's good, Gita. Bye, Papa Jamie. I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for talking. I